Hey everyone, it's Lean from ColoradoLean.com. Welcome back to the craft room. I recently got a question about how I set up my Sublimation pen template in Canva. And instead of trying to explain it in a comment, I thought it would be much easier to show you. I'm going to walk you through the exact size I use and how I set up a simple template so you can customize it with whatever design you like. Let's get started by coming over to Custom Size. The first thing we need to do is change our unit of measure. So I will choose inches. When I created my template, I used a width of 4.13 inches and a height of 1.38 inches. Now this does give you a little bit of extra room when you're trimming your design down. And let's go ahead and create the new design. Once the template is created, I like to name it so that it's easier to find later. So up here on the blue bar, you will see Untitled Design. So go ahead and type in whatever you like. The next thing I do is duplicate the blank template a few times. That way I always have a clean one ready to go. For today, I downloaded a file to use as an example. So over here on the left-hand side, let's go ahead and open the Upload menu. And once your file is uploaded, click on it, and it will bring it over into your template. Now let's move our design over to one of the corners. I like to use the upper left-hand corner, and it should snap into place. And then we're going to go ahead and drag this out until it completely fills our template. Now you're not stuck with just this image. If you double click on it, then you can see the entire image is available to you, and you can just drag it to whatever you like. I like this image here, so I'm going to go ahead and close the crop menu. Now, if you're creating more than one design at a time, it does help to add a page title. That way, when you're downloading all of them, you can see which one you're actually working with. And then I like to click the padlock and lock my template into place. This way, no matter what you do, you cannot change it. All right, once you have all of your designs ready, go ahead and come up to the Share button here in the upper right-hand corner. Choose Download. Select the pages that you want to download. I'm going to select the current page. Click Done, and then Download. When I print my sublimation designs, I like to use Microsoft Word. So let's go ahead and open a blank document. And next, I'm going to make my margins as small as possible. So I'm going to come up to Layout, choose Margins, Custom Margins, and then I'm going to set everything to 0. Next, we're going to go to Insert, Pictures, and I'm going to find my downloaded image on this device, select it, and choose Insert. Now you'll notice that I cannot move my image. So what I need to do is come up to the Layout Options menu, and I can select any one of these options under with text wrapping. I just like to choose tight. And now I can move my image anywhere on the paper. So before we go too far, we want to make sure this came in at the correct size. So under the Picture Format menu, we'll come over to Size. And you'll see that the width is 4.13 and the height is 1.38, which is exactly what we need. When you have all of your images on the page, come up to File, Print. Make sure you have your Sublimation printer selected. Go to Print Properties. Now I am working with the Epson SureColor F170 Sublimation printer, so I only have two options for paper type. And that is if I'm working on a rigid surface or a textile surface. So I will choose rigid. I want to make sure my quality is set to high. And then I will come over to the More Options menu and make sure bidirectional printing is turned off and mirror image is turned on. And then I can print my image. So that's the setup I use for my Sublimation pen templates. Once you've got your sizing set, you can use any design you like and just drop it right in. If you came here from my Sublimating Pens with the HTVRont phone case heat press video, I hope this helped fill in that missing piece. And if you haven't seen that one yet, I'll go ahead and link that down below so you can see the full process from start to finish. Now, if you give this a try, I'd love to hear how it works for you or answer any additional questions. Go ahead and leave those down in the comments for me. Thank you so much for spending some creative time with me today. If you enjoyed this project, I'd love it if you gave the video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next tutorial. I'll see you soon.